In this video, we are going to cover complex partial seizure. So our brain, it mostly consists of the neurons, and different group of neurons, they are activated based upon the requirement. But what happens in a seizure is that a particular group of neurons in a particular region, it starts to get activated on its own. And because of this abnormal, excessive and synchronous neuronal activity, there is a seizure. And if this neuronal activity, it spreads to only one hemisphere, that is, if it is confined to only one hemisphere, then it will be known as the focal seizure. Whereas if this electrical activity, it starts to spread, and if it spreads to the other hemisphere also, then it will be known as the generalized seizure. The focal seizures, they are of two types. First one is that while having the seizure, the person is aware and conscious. That is, the awareness is intact. It is known as the simple partial seizure. Okay. And in the earlier days, the focal seizures, they were known as the partial seizure because it was only confined to a one region of the brain. Okay. And in the simple partial seizure, mostly after the seizure, the post-ictal EEG, it is post-ictal EEG, it is mostly normal. And if I talk about the other type, that is known as the complex partial seizure. What happens in complex partial seizure is that while having the seizure, the person is not conscious. He doesn't know what is happening to his body, and that is there is loss of awareness. And in this patient, after the EEG, that is after the seizure, the post-ictal EEG, it is usually abnormal. It is usually abnormal. Complex partial seizures are usually associated with three A's, and these three A's are aura, automatism, and anterograde amnesia. The aura can be motor, sensory, or autonomic. So before the seizure, the patient experiences the aura, and after the aura, the patient has motionless stare. It is like the patient is sitting and doing something, and suddenly he just stop talking and stare at something. That is the motionless stare. And after that, he shows automatism. In the automatism, you can see the movements like the lip smacking movement, or the chewing movement, or the running movement. These movements are so subtle that if you do not know that it is seizure, then you can easily confuse it, and the person will not know also that he is having the seizure. Then after automatism, there is a period of anterograde amnesia. In the anterograde amnesia, the person do not know what was happening to him. Okay. And this complex partial seizure is most commonly due to a pathology that is known as the mesial temporal sclerosis. And here the sclerosis is most prominent in the hippocampus region. See here. Here it is the hippocampus region on both the side where the hyperintensity is seen. And it affects right side more than the left side, as you can see in this picture. And this condition is usually medically refractory because the pathology is there from a very long time, and then stopping the pathology at this stage doesn't make sense. And if you want to remove the seizure or treat the seizure, you have to remove the pathological part, that is the surgical treatment, in which you have to remove the hippocampus region from the brain itself. And the patient with complex partial seizure with mesial temporal sclerosis usually gives a history of febrile seizure as well in the childhood. So with this, thank you for watching, and for more videos, do subscribe to this channel, and any suggestion or any queries are always welcomed.